Yo guys, it's your boy Big Imperial here, and this is the Apex Legends Season 4 Dev Stream. I'm gonna do my live raw reaction to this. This is basically Apex telling us all the new information that we have upcoming to Season 4. So I'll be just talking over in the background. I'll try not to talk as much, so we can all hear what they've got to say, and I'll have my total analysis on what I think of the new things that we're going to experience in season 4 at the end of the video. So, you guys get yourself comfortable, get your popcorn, make sure you've got yourself set because looks like they have a lot of information to offload on us. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Hey, the music slaps though. No, I do have to give it to them. They always go in with the music. In your ribs. It's like, nope. What's up, Holmes? I would actually do that though. Oh, next time I go paintballing, that's. Eat it! They don't see me! Hadouken! Yes! That's like I'll do. Oh, can you?
Exciting.
We traveled to new places.
X Games Minneapolis 2019.
New crowd for the first time. Global Apex Legend tournaments. Oh, soon come. Soon come. Don't worry, your boy will be there. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. The Apex Legend fan art goes in. Goes in. Hey. Jeez, definitely. Definitely. They needed that award. Apex Legends. Yeah, man. Nah, the fan art does go in, man.
Wow, that sizzle brought back so many crazy memories. Oh my God, I'm watching that again after we're done filming this.
It's been a year.
That was nuts.
Yeah,
that was so cool to see.
For sure.
Hey everybody, I'm Jay Frechette. I'm the
Hey,
community
Jay.
manager here at Respawn. We're here with the
My
very
name's Big.
special Devstream celebrating the 1-year anniversary of Apex Legends on February 4th, which is insane. With me, Chad Grenier, Drew McCoy, our fearless leaders for Apex. We got a really special show planned for you guys today. This is a little bit different than what we've done in the past, and we'll return back to the Respawn studio for our normal dev streams, but we want to do something bigger this time because we got a lot to talk about. We're going to look at the year that we've had with Apex and reflect on that a little bit. We're going to give you the first details for Season 4, which is going to be really exciting, and yeah, we're just going to have a fun episode here.
What's it called, Jay?
What is it called?
You tell me.
Assimilation. There it is. Your first details for Season 4 it will be called Assimilation.
Season 4
Really
Assimilation.
excited about this one. We've had some fun things planned for it, so stay tuned for that. But first up, man, going through that sizzle, that really made me like, I'm feeling like this time last year we were here.
We were in this building
We were
literally like 12
at the
months
mocap
and like
stage, yeah.
4 days ago, I think.
Filming our intro videos and stressing out about launching Apex.
They actually mocapped all of the launch legends in this space.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. This is where they were all born.
Oh,
We've
what
got a
was
bigger
that?
and fancier one now, but
The
this
CGI for
served us very well for
Crypto.
2 years.
You know, speaking of like the mocap work that was done here, really makes me think back of production and the legends
Yeah.
and development.
Shouts out to
Legends
everyone who's
inside
been
was
playing
going to
Apex
be a
since Season 1 though.
character-based game, and I didn't realize the depth of what
Hey,
that was
Kings
going
Canyon,
to
fam.
mean for us. Really kind of late into playtest.
Oh, I
And
missed
for
this
me,
map.
it was when it was Lifeline. She's the one that stands out.
Yep.
Lifeline was
remember
one of
that
the
moment.
first characters that really came together. She was the first legend that I mained a lot in early development.
I got the
when
care
her
patch
first,
coming.
like, when the art started coming in and her voice started coming in and she would say her lines when you would ping, that's where everything kind of clicked for me of like where this was magical compared to other shooters that I had played. and that our
Don't
characters
worry,
really
brother.
had
I
the
got your
personality, and
back.
that's how I was starting to get attached to them from a different way outside of just I enjoy playing this character because of their gameplay.
Yeah, it was tough for us because we've never made a game about characters before. Like they are the backbone of Apex, and so it was frustrating. But during development, when I would go to Dusty, one of the studio heads, and be like, the game's gonna be like this, we do that, and he's like, "You're saying you're making a character game? Like I'm not feeling character yet." I'm like, "Yeah, it's all temp models and temp audio. Like of course there's no character coming through, but kept getting pushed, and so we were trying everything we could to imbue the game with character and trying to really understand the legends." And then to see the reaction
It's
from
true.
players, like the amount of cosplay,
Yeah.
fan art, the
Yeah.
way it's touched people, and like the diversity of characters and how it can appeal to so many different types of people, to see that actually like land as well as it has been like super important and incredible to just like witness.
Hey man, well, shout out to Respawn,
What
man.
about for you, Chad? What about the legends is really stand out for you in development?
Well, the challenging part is how do you make a character game and tell the story of these characters in a multiplayer game? There's no campaign.
Yeah.
So that was a fun challenge, trying to do that. And we're releasing videos like the Wraith lore video, the animated short. Stands out as a really cool part of what we've done here. So.
Yeah, I think like as we've released content for the game,
Hey,
like
no,
seeing
crypto
how
season
we
reveal was
tie
dope still.
outside game content
Yeah, and I
to
effed this
in-game
hard.
storytelling to the CG pieces, like all of the the way the dots connect and how it's like I'm excited not just for new content like playing on a new map or whatever, but you learn something about the legends and have some context to them or understand legends that have a history together. The race short is still like one of our highlights, even looking at like sentiment.
Get
and,
off my
like,
back.
General response, and I feel like the team's just been getting better and better at it as time goes on.
We got a lot more coming too.
We have a lot more coming.
Look at my
More
eyes,
pitching,
baby.
Like the crypto teas and Canyonlands was one of the highlights for me too, because that was another one where I feel like, oh my god, I love it that we're doing this kind of stuff in the game. And also,
Yeah,
just
so
our culture
Crypto's
where,
like literally the only
idea came
one,
from
yeah, who
anywhere,
runs
people
with
get
his
excited about it,
hands in his
you know,
pockets.
we'll run with it.
Well, and also to see like the fan reactions to stuff like that, like with the
Too
holiday
cool to take
event
his
in
arms out his
Raj
sleeves.
and the little voice recorder, and
Hand out
people
his
find
pockets,
that,
sorry.
and, you know, it's not a huge amount of people that go deep on this stuff, but it's super meaningful to them, and to like it's actually like really fun to like leave little breadcrumbs and like see people are picking apart and go to the Apex lore subreddit and see all their latest crazy theories. And it's as a parent you get really excited like at Christmas as well because you want to give your kids like cool presents and get them excited. It's like we get to do that all year long with the game. It's really cool to see people.
You ain't my daddy.
We were talking about this before we were shooting, the feeling of shipping
No,
a game. Of, hey, you work on something for years and your head's down, especially with Apex, we had to be so secretive and it was difficult because we were working on something really cool and interesting, and we had to wait until that very last minute to kind of going from nobody knows anything about what we're doing at all to this giant launch that we ended up having. So I think that stands out for me too. Getting the people in the room and seeing the 10 million unique players kind of show up for the first time, and us watching the counter and kind of cheering together. We kind of saw in the sizzle video. It was really validating time, I think, because we were all excited and we were confident in the game, but really unsure about what we were doing.
Normally, in every game I've worked on, there's trailers and videos that come out ahead of time, and you kind of can gauge the reaction of the fans. And so this was super nerve-wracking, like working in total secret up until the launch day, and you're just going, we've put our whole life into this for the last 3 or 4 years, and what if no one cares?
Yeah, especially when it was kind of like a game no one expected to make when we started the project, and players weren't expecting. So when I took over the project and I was put in charge of it, I was like, well, let's hope this works. It was like Chad said, it was incredibly nerve-wracking, and it's kind of hard if you've never been a part of shipping or unveiling a game. But you're so close to it, you literally can't tell if it's any good anymore.
It's true.
Like you take outside feedback and you hear what people are saying, you play test it a lot, but you never know. Like the audience is going to be so fickle most of the time, and so it was like, I was sitting there.
True. Fans do be fickle at
like,
times.
Don't talk to me. I'm just going to watch the stream, watch chat, see what people say, and that first day was just incredible.
And then followed by oh no, what did we create?
Yeah. Yeah, it went from exciting to scary, like really quick.
Yeah, back in March, I'm sure a bunch of players, especially Reddit, will remember how underwhelming Season 1 was. Like, we weren't happy with what we did. We were up against it. Like, chat said, like, oh, crap, what do we do?
Yeah.
And I remember being really down. It was like, crap, we're not good at this. Like, players are angry, blah, blah, blah. And I went into playtest, or one of our 5 p.m. playtests, and it was of what became Season 3. So we're playing on World's Edge. We were playing with crypto and Watson, new weapons, like a bunch of the new stuff that was long lead time things. And I was like, oh, wait, this is where we're getting to? Like, this is only 6 to 8 months away? Like, okay, we're going to be fine. Like, season 3 for me, or like way before it shipped, was the marker in the line in the sand of like, okay, we can do this. Like, we're gonna make it. So season 3 was actually that point for me as well.
Definitely.
We're in that point again, where we're doing the 5 p.m. playtesting, going, oh man, this stuff's only
Yeah.
a few months away.
Gosh.
That's really exciting.
Okay.
I'm excited for what we have
Okay.
coming forward, definitely in season 4, both with the storytelling that we're going to be doing.
They're talking
with,
it up
the
still.
legend that we're introducing.
They're
There's
definitely
some
talking
really,
it
really
up.
fun stuff, which we're going to give you some of the first details on. So I'll just go ahead and kick things off a little bit for it. Season 4 Assimilation is going to be launching on
February 4th.
February 4th. The
2020.
1-year anniversary of Apex Legends will be the launch of season 4.
Yo.
We're going to talk about some of the details in the next segment.
YouTube.com/Big
We wanted
Imperial.
to sort of
Okay.
recognize and celebrate
There'll
the
be a
folks that
live
have been with
stream
us, on this
on
journey,
that date.
And also, kind of take a look at, like, here we are, 1 year in. So what's a 1-year anniversary? We'll have some rewards for our players.
Oh, we got rewards.
So we will have some login rewards that'll come out with season 4. And so the way it'll break down is we'll have a gun charm. That's a paper crane. That's really cool. The gun charms have been
Is
amazing.
paper crane
Shout out to
tied
the
in
amazing
with
artists and
the
who's been making those, like, seeing the things
Chinese
that are
New
coming
Year?
are great. There will be 3 badges, one of which you will earn depending on kind of like where you came in for the game. And there will be an XP boost for you as well. So that's kind of the first tease for it. But yeah, coming up in our next segment, we will give you some of the first details for season 4. So stay tuned.
Hey. Okay.
All right,
I like
and
that.
we're back with our next segment,
Next
where,
segment.
like we were saying before, I'm going to give you some of the first details of Season 4, a simulation launching on February 4th. To help me with that, I've got Jason McCord and Tom Cassiano,
Yasiado.
our writer, our designer, just the people I need to talk about some of the exciting stuff we have coming. I think first off, right, it's not a new season of Apex Legends without a new legend. So I will go ahead
Give it to
and
me.
announce for you folks, our next legend coming in Season 4 is...
Forge. Okay.
Forge. Take a look at that handsome guy. Call him Jimmy. He's a great guy.
Coming
Super
like
excited
Jax.
about him. I know you guys have a lot of fun, like with writing him. Tom, tell
Hey,
us a
shout
little
out
bit
to
about Forge.
Yeah,
Jax,
no,
man.
he's this guy's the exact opposite of Crypto, who's our last legend. Dude, this guy is he's a brawler. He gets up close and personal with you. He's got a mean left.
No,
hook.
man literally looks like the white
Yes,
version of Jax. So.
He's a 5-time Hyper Fighting Federation champion.
That's a
he's
mouthful. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
That's funny because you have a little experience with that.
I do. I might have.
He
a
looks like if
past
Jack,
with,
if Wolverine,
sports
he has them
character.
like Wolverine sideburns.
Yeah.
So I
We
got
talked
to
about
on that.
Tom, yeah.
I got
The
to
mutton
on that, which
chops.
is great when we were writing this character. It was really cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, outside of that, what's a little bit more kind of about his like personality and kind of like his motivation for coming into
Big
the
personality, and
arena?
he's conquered one world with the
Okay.
MMO world, and now he wants to conquer another one with the Apex games. He's also the first legend we're introducing who is corporate sponsored. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Everybody
and he
gets
sponsors
sponsored.
Hammond Robotics.
Hey, man's out here getting sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
But
Imagine.
are they good? Are they bad?
Oh, imagine if Raid Shadow
I
Legends
know
were to
even within the
sponsor
map,
him.
we're starting
Oh,
to play with that as well, leading up to Season 4 that players should keep an eye out for.
Yeah, we'll have big map changes coming to World's Edge, similar to the way we did Kings Canyon update in Season 2, where we changed a big portion of the map. We'll do something like
Okay,
that
yeah, map
for,
change.
for World's Edge. Hammond might have something to do with it. So
You guys are gonna have to wait for
okay,
that.
so that's
We always have amazing trailers coming out for it. We have lots more details leading up to launch. We don't want to spoil everything.
Okay, so
just
they're not
yet,
gonna
but,
give us
we have in
everything,
store for
everything,
it,
but-
yeah, expect to
okay,
confirm
we've got a
World's Edge
map
yet,
update.
which is really exciting.
expected.
But that's not it. What else? So we've also got, over on the design side. Well, first let's talk about something I'm really excited about that we're adding. Is that's our new weapon,
yes,
The Sentinel.
Sentinel.
So
Looks
break
like
this
a
down. for me,
sniper.
Cord.
Sentinel is a
Yeah.
new sniper rifle. It's a bolt-action sniper rifle. So it feels really powerful. It's got that cool, animation when you
Yes.
cock it back. It's a little different than our other sniper rifles because it has a charge mechanic.
Yes.
So
A
don't wanna go too
charged
deep on that
sniper
right now, but it
rifle.
does,
A
give you
charged,
little
wait,
board
a
decision-making to
charged
do
bolt
whenever
action
you're
sniper
picking your
rifle.
Shots. Do you really want to try and take the most powerful shot you can take right now, or there's some good gameplay there that we're having a lot of fun with.
What?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot as well, and it does
No.
have that neat twist of
It
almost
don't
like
make no
there's another kind of
sense.
fire mode to it almost that's there, which is really interesting. That
A
we'll
charged
have, you'll definitely be
bolt
seeing in our trailers and our
action
breakdowns kind
sniper
of,
rifle.
moving forward as well. And also,
Oh,
we're making
my
some
head.
pretty awesome changes to
Oh, my
ranked
head.
coming in for season 3 that we've been talking about on the web. And next up, I'm going to have Chin, one of our designers, who's going to walk us through what to expect in ranked for season 4. Okay,
Oh,
we have
cool.
talked about kind of the
Talking about
past of
ranked.
Apex and looking at the present with Chad and Drew. We've looked at the future with McCord and Tom of what we have coming for Season 4 of Simulation. But that's not all for Season 4. We've got some brand new ranked stuff happening. And with me, I've got Chin, our man behind the ranked that we have in Apex, our guy who's out there talking to our players about it, been really active on social media, on our Reddit. We appreciate you for that, Chin. Being our face for ranked mode. And we have a blog that's live for folks to go check out on playapox.com. And you got some new things coming for Series 3 and ranked that's going to launch with Season 4. Some new stuff, some stuff staying the same. So what's some of the new things new changes you've made this time around?
So for today, I think I just want to focus on 2 big things that we're changing for the upcoming series of ranked. The first one is going to be what we call Master Tier.
New tier,
So we're
okay.
introducing a new tier. Basically, think of the existing Apex Predator tier right now. We're going to rename that to Master Tier. So essentially, if you get more than 10,000 RP, boom, you're into Master Tier.
Gotcha.
So, of course, the next question to ask is, so what are you doing with Apex Predator then? Apex Predator Season 4, Series 3, is going to be limited to the top 500 players per platform.
Okay.
So they've got a
remember
cap.
last series we had like the leaderboard change where basically you get to see on your Predator badge what number you are.
Yes.
Predators will only be limited to the top 500 people on that ladder. You will bounce out of Predator if somebody else gets more RP than you.
Yo.
So, Predators
Yo.
need to maintain your status.
Yo.
You can be demoted down
They've
to
changed the
Master Tier.
game.
However, you can't drop below Master.
They've
Tier.
changed the game.
Correct, yes.
Oh man, there's going to be a lot of
All the rank sweats.
The hope is that
Oh,
gives
my
the players like the
days.
little extra incentive, the little extra kick to be like, man, I got to maintain my
Yes.
position.
All
on
the sweats will come out.
Apex Predator ladder. So.
And I think the pressure for that holding that position is going to be a little tighter this time around because we're structuring the way ranked is rolling out for this season as
Correct.
well. Yeah. So what's going on with that?
So that brings me on to major point number 2, which I wanted to talk about. We are introducing ranked
Rank-
splits.
talk to me about ranked splits.
Last series, it ran for the entire length of the Battle Pass season.
Yes.
This time around, we are having 2 splits for 1 Battle Pass season. So basically, think of it just like like 2 halves of the game, really. In between the half, between splits, you will have your rank reset like normal. So for example, if you're a Predator in split 1, going into split 2, you'll be reset down to plat 2. So there is one more other exciting thing about this though, which is the splits will be played on different maps.
Ooh.
So the first split will be played on World's Edge, but the second split will see the reintroduction of Kings Canyon.
Yes. I know players are
Ooh,
really excited about that.
okay.
We're excited to
Oi,
see King
give
Canyon,
it to
back into
me.
the game as well. So basically what players can expect coming into Season 4, soft reset at the beginning, just like they have for all the other seasons. You will play ranked with a new tier on World's Edge during a split that will last basically around half of the season.
Correct.
And that split will end. There will be another soft reset that will happen to all players. Ranked split 2 will begin.
Yep.
And that will be on Kings Canyon this time.
Yep.
And you will run through till the end of the season for that as well. That's pretty exciting.
One more
Oi,
thing I wanted
okay.
to mention. So the rewards for the ranked series is dependent on the highest tier you've achieved on either of the splits. So for example, if you achieved Apex Predator on the first split and you achieved Diamond on the second split, you will get the Apex Predator rewards. The other thing though is that if you have the same rank in both splits, we'll give you a little something extra. We'll give you an animated version of your rank badge.
Oh.
Otherwise, it'll just be the static version of the
Cool.
higher tier that you achieved.
Cool. And as far as the scoring itself, that's staying the same.
That's unchanged. We made some small tweaks, like we're increasing the assist time from 5 to 7.5 seconds, and some characters now have abilities that don't necessarily damage, but still give assist credit. But for the most part, it's the same.
That's really exciting. That's very, very cool. I think that addresses a lot of player feedback that we've had, both internal players.
Yo,
and
this
others
is what you
come
get
to
when
us
you
about how
listen
they
to
feel
your
about ranked and
community.
some of the players. I think, between
Shouts
players,
out to the Apex community.
and I think putting those high stakes.
Oh, our voices are heard,
Once
fam.
you get there, you're not guaranteed a spot.
Literally.
You gotta make sure you keep earning it because someone's gonna be.
Nah, there's certain ways to definitely take over Fortnite, man.
Thank you.
You
Telling
really
you.
did well this time. That's really exciting. Well, in addition to kind of feeding into ranked is kind of competitive play, which is a big part of our game as well. And in this last December, if you've been following us, we officially announced the Apex Legends Global Series, which is really exciting. And so I've got a few more things that we're going to kind of recap and then kind of let you know what to expect coming up very soon, and also in the first parts of this year. I'm going to use a little cheat sheet here because we've got a ton of stuff that's happening. And so just to kind of recap, what the Apex Legends Global Series is going to be about. This is a competitive ecosystem that's going to feature 12 live global events that we're going to have players representing over 60 countries, which is going to be awesome. I love seeing, you never know where the best players are going to come from, so it's really exciting it out. So in addition to that, these guys are going to be battling out over the course of the series for $3 million in cash prizes. So the stakes are there. For that
$3
one.
million.
It's definitely a lot of money. And we're going to be kind of kicking things off with our first online qualifier, and that's going down this weekend on January 25th through the 27th. And then coming up next, the next online qualifier we'll be having on February 29th.
It's all on PC though.
2nd. And then all of this, what we're doing is leading into that Apex Legends Global Series Major, and that's going to be in Arlington, Texas on March 13th through the 15th. And then today, the CGD, our wonderful competitive guys, they allowed me here to reveal some of the locations for our first two Apex Legends Global Series premiere events. So I get to be the fortunate person to relay that. So our first premiere event is going to take place April 24th through 26th in Paris. In Paris. I'm open for any rosters looking for a squad mate for that one. That would be awesome. And then our second one happening on May 30th through the 31st in Bucharest, which is really exciting as well. So great to see that kind of global presence for the game. There's going to be a lot more to talk about with competitive play over 2020.
Yo,
so
the
make sure you
moment
follow all of our
competitive
channels.
play
You can get the details
comes
of our announcement,
onto
and the
console,
series, head over to playapex.com.
youtube.com
Thank you so much for coming to talk about it. I know you're very busy.
/Big Imperial.
You're already looking at me like, yes,
I'm
Jay,
waiting in the shadows for my shot.
All right, that's basically our stream to give you guys some of the first details of Season 4 and looking back on the year. So a reminder, Season 4 Simulation drops on February 4th. Make sure to check playapex.com and follow us on Twitter for all the details, patch notes, and cool stuff that we have rolling out, including the website is live today with the first details of Season 4 we talked about. Chin had to go because he's got a bunch of Season 4 stuff to finish for rank, so he had to head back to work. But from all of us, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all of your support. We can't wait to show you what we got coming in 2020. Have a good one.
Hey. So that's it. That is it. I'm excited,